G'day. Hello everybody and welcome to a Friday scan. This is sponsored by FTX and you can get 10% off your trading fees by opening up an account with FTX in the link below. Of course, you can also go there and get all the information that you need and go ahead and just take what you need. We've got heaps of free stuff and heaps of giveaway stuff and, you know, just get in. Enjoy it. All right. So, what do we got? Ooh. Tell you what. First of all, hello to all of you. Thank you for being here. And we're going to do a full FTX scan of the perp list here. And we've had a pretty good run, you know. Let's be honest. We've finally got some cyclicity. Finally got a half-decent daily trend. We saw this pullback here. And we saw it push to a higher high. It's been really nice. It's been consistent movements to the upside. You know, 3.33%. It's not blowing the bloody doors off the car. Nor is 1.26, nor is 2.6. But I tell you what, add them all together and we end up with a nice move. We end up with another week here that is currently, it's not the end of the week yet. It might be the end of the work week for most people or many people or some people. But the candle's going to close on Monday at 11 a.m. Australian Eastern Time. I think it's still daylight time. Yeah, Australian Eastern Daylight Time or day, whatever. So, first time in a while we've had some momentum. Of course, the main level that I'm after is 46,000 to be taken out. That needs to happen for me to really go, you little ripper. Why? The weekly will be in an uptrend. So too, will the monthly candle of last month have been broken to the upside. The last time that happened, we did go on to see all-time highs. So that's my little bit of a breakdown on Bitcoin. As it stands now, the daily trend is in play. Good convergence, good trend, and a good market right now. Let's have a look at it here in the 4. We pulled back, we've pushed on. It's not pushed on massively much higher. I was hoping to see a bit more. Perhaps we will get that today. I do not know. I'd like to see us up around at least 45,000. That would be the point at which I would expect, well, would love to see a pullback to get me entered into a 4-hour cradle to the upside, potentially even 8-hour if it did extend itself a little bit further. Moving lower, there's really not a lot there as far as cradles go. Ladies and gentlemen that know what the breakout is, there it is right there. I'm watching that level for sure. All right, so let's go ahead. Across the top 10, we can see we're mildly down. Let's have a look at the rest of our perp list. 1 inch. All right, let's just quickly jump down here. And always I'm looking for trends, aren't I? Always looking for trends. I'm not even going to reference point that. It's not quite got what I'm after. Very sideways still there on 1 inch. Needs to push up and get above this high to see that trend carry through. I'm looking at trends only. That's how I trade. By the way, if you guys have got any questions, just whack them up. I'm happy to answer your questions. And of course, as always, guys, if you like what you see, please do like, share, subscribe. It does, look, when I say this, I know it's just one of those influencer type things to say. I'm not an influencer. I'm just a guy that trades and I show you what I look at, right? But it does actually help. It helps to get a bigger audience, to get out to more people. And we'd appreciate that. Nothing there on AVE. Cardano, now what an absolute screamer this puppy's had. Look at this resistance that we've been sitting on. It was acted as a support for a long time, that $1. That's what we like to see when we blast through a level. If Bitcoin gets up around that 46,000, I want to see a move like that. That is a statement candle. After already a couple of pretty good days, we really just smashed through $1 and now we're sitting at $1.11. What a great thing to see there on Cardano. Second to that, look at this trend. What a doozy. Got to say, there was, I think it might have been Monday, was it? Or something back here. I liked it. I mean, I talked about it actually. It might have been last Friday. I talked about that. 21 forward? No, it was Monday. It was Monday. Great cradle right there. Would have put you in, would have stopped you out. Very unfortunate. However, you could have taken that one. It's not the smallest candles, you probably wouldn't have, but just a really unfortunate occurrence. And look, why am I talking about this when it was a great trade that fits my crypto cradle rules but wasn't profitable? Because it's the truth. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes the greatest looking setups don't give you the returns that you're after. That's just part of being a trader. And for me to not talk about something like this and not talk about the effect that taking a trade here, getting stopped out by a bee's winkle and then seeing it run on for like 10 to 1, to not talk about that being painful, I don't know. I got nothing to hide. So it's painful. It is painful. It hurts. It stings. But we dust ourselves off and we go again. And what we're getting right here on Cardano is a pullback currently. I want to watch this over, not just today, excuse me, but the weekend. I'd say for obvious reasons, if it does continue to pull back, we might get something on the 8. I'll look at the 2. Oh, gee whiz. That's going to go. I'm going to make a green list up. Pop you in the old greenie too. There we go. 4 hour. Yeah, I'll probably watch the 2, you know. A little bullish candle in there. I certainly won't kick it out of bed, that's for sure. On the ACLX. A bit of a level there. I'm going to get rid of that level because it's not really proven to do too much. It's still a bit sideways, not really giving too much momentum. Speaking of momentum, look at this little perler. Oh, hang on. Let me just check this. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where are you? That's been broken many times over here, so that level is no longer relevant in my eyes. Back to the 4. Really beautiful trend there. Let's go straight to the 2, then to the 1. Excuse me. The 1 hour would have been great if it gave a little candle in here. It did not. Look, I'm going to put a weekend. I'm going to put it in for the weekend because we have a weekend ahead of us. I may end up going through and thinning it out if there's too much in that list. I would suspect we are going to have quite a lot of trends because as we have pushed on further, it's opened the door for a lot more of these 4 hour time frames to really perform. As you can see here, look at this pullback 1, up, pullback 2, cradle. It was a little bit late for me, that 7 p.m. I was with my family, but that would have been a very good profitable trade, and a pullback in right now on the 4 or the 2 could be worthy, so that is definitely going in. Ample fourth, nothing there. I want that nice trend. Are we the same? Atoms starting to move. Not enough cyclicity. You see what I mean? If I compare you Algo, beautiful trend. Cardano, great trend. It's a bit extended. The 2 hours great. And Alt Perp. See these trends when I talk about cyclicity? This is what I'm talking about. This makes trading opportunities come up like it did here. Like it did on the 8, which would have been stopped out, but there was opportunity. That's what those sorts of trends give us. And that's what I'm always looking for. Nice cyclical trends. Audio doesn't have one. AVAX. Nothing there either. Axie. That was a day, huh? That was a bloody ripper of a day. Daily's now in an uptrend. Was there anything? No, I'm going to have to go real low here. I'll be keeping an eye on this for boosters. For all of you that are my clients, just keep an eye on Axie on it for boosters. It's on a rip, and when it rips, it can certainly rip on for quite a ripping long time. So keep an eye on that and the lowers. Badger. A little bit thin for me. I'll move to Balancer, which is moving, but it's not moving much. It needs to carry itself through. Again, that cyclicity is so key. Band, we're going to go straight to the 15. And we're going to do this. We're going to knock on the door and ask, is there a level? I'm just going to reference point it for now. Look, if it pulled back in, sure, but it's going to take quite some time for that to occur. It's not going to make my list. Bayo, no trend there. Bat, a little bit wonky through here. It really needs to take out the daily highs over here to see that daily trend continue. Bitcoin Cash had a ripper run, but it's since slowed down a bit. Want to see it carry through. Nothing there yet on Binance. It needs to carry through further. Bancor, that looks bloody awesome. Nice trend. Pull back into, say, 250. That'll be a goer. BSV, pushing on nicely now. I'll go to the 30. It's not really got what I'm after there, and it appears there is something up there. Is that to be recognized? No. I can get rid of that. Okay, no dramas. But no, it needs to carry through further. Cake. Grinding slowly, want to see more of it. Yesterday we saw a good break on Chili's. Keeping an eye on that. It's a bit of a shame, to be honest. I was watching this yesterday, and it was either Chili's or Mana. It was Mana. Yeah, it came back down and retested, because you know what it's like for me? If I see a flat level, I love to get a cradle off of it. But the problem was is that it just hit it and bounced straight away. Now, that's the sort of thing that a Fibonacci boost is good for. Not in this case, but that's the sort of trading that we look at. Okay, so I'll leave Chili's. Compound's not trending. Convergence not trending. Oops, that's meant to be on the daily. Cream needs to take out these highs. There's nothing of interest for Cradles just there. Crow's starting to grind. Let's go lower. Yeah, I mean, sure, if it came back in, I'd be interested. A little bit crabby through here. There are better examples out there. I love being able to say that there are better options out there. We haven't been able to say that for a very long time. Now we've got some good trends, good cyclicity, and we've got some good options. Much prefer to just trade the charts that really stand out to me. CRV, a pullback into that level, the old resistance point right here. Doing a little bullish candle right there would be good. I'll throw that in the old greenie. Dash, nothing there, no trend. Dawn, the same. DeFi pushing out. Doing it kind of messy like, isn't it? It's not the prettiest of the pretty. I'm going to leave DeFi for now. Dent, not enough follow through, not enough of that bouncing ball effect. Doge, not a bad trend, you know. Doge had a good day again yesterday. It's more the 8 that I'd be interested in if it pulled back. It's in the top 10s. I'm not going to put it in the list. I'll leave it free. Dot, it's got follow through. I think the 8 might look a little bit more convincing. Still got to come back in. And again, I'm not going to put that in the list, not in this green list for today. Dragon's been on my list for a while now. And you can see why. It's been a good trend. It's just a damn shame it didn't come straight back in here. It sort of had to do this at a lower high. As far as trends go, though, it's a good one. I'll keep an eye on that. You go on green. Our run's also been on a good run, but it needs to continue to push through a little bit more for me to be interested. Engine probably in the same sort of boat there. Maybe the 12. Yeah, there's nothing definitive there for me just yet, so I'll move on. EOS finally, really good run. Nothing to do right now though, as it is captured, so caught up in the top end. Yeah, this was a bit of a pain in the backside yesterday. Pulled back into the cradle zone. Inski, outski, buska, boom. Nothing there now. Bit of a bugger, but oh well. Ethereum. It's been rather slow, but there is a trend. Is there a flat level? No. Oh, something in my eye. It needs, for me to want a 4-hour cradle here, I want to see it push on. I want to see it extend itself out. We do have a higher low one, higher high, higher low, higher high. I want to see it just clear out of this. See how it's all blocky? And it's kind of a bit sticky. I want to see it clear its way through, and then the next pullback would definitely be something I'll be interested in. Speaking of being interested, here is Exchange Perp, which is definitely interesting. I know some of you got a breakout that we talked of earlier in the week that are in live trading floor. A pullback into the cradle zone, definitely worthwhile my time. Bonfida, too spiky. File, too stuck together in a consolidation. Flamingo needs to do a lot more than what it's currently doing. Flow's got to clear itself. And I just, it's easier for me to just skip past some of these while explaining it to you because, again, I'll remind you, that's the cyclicity we want. This has a trend, right? But it isn't very clear. It doesn't have cyclicity. I love the trends with nice, clean, clear cyclicity. Make my decisions to trade easy, and it will be much better for everybody. Flat level there, not going in a list on Phantom. We'll see how we go. Oh, you little ripper. About damn time, too. That support level has acted as support on the way down, resistance on the way up. Yesterday, having a statement candle of 7.21% has now got FTX, or FTT, I should say, in a good trend. $50 is the mark. We need to get through $50. We have a wonderful looking trend here. I'm loving the look of that. A pullback for the cradle trade. You little ripper. I'll even go lower here. Do we? Oh, yeah, no, I'm going to stick with that 4. What a beautiful trend. Excellent stuff. It's broken free. Get above 50 and we are cooking with gas. GRT graph, got to move on. Hedera, not doing a great deal. There is a trend, but the cyclicity is not as good as some of the others, nor is the chart structure. All right, a bit spiky. Helium got nothing. Trends there. Not a huge fan of that big spike or this right here. I'm going to leave wholly here. Patrick, hello Cobb, can you look at Quant? It's pumping off a double bottom and break through the trend line back to September. Okay, I'll have a look, Patrick. I think that's coming up. Yep, I'm on H. Go, Big Keith. I'm Jeff. Sorry, I forgot to say that before. Hot. Big push up. Nothing much cyclicity-wise to work with. Coming off on Horby. Humpity dumpity do. A little bit spiky, a little bit no thank you. IOTA. Now here's one that worked out quite well, or is working out quite well. This little pullback over here, I believe that was Monday as well. I probably got that up with you guys. Did anyone take that? I know a number of my clients did. Entry here, stop loss here. Now we're up here. Just an example of a pretty straightforward cradle trade and a really nice result so far. Stop loss could be raised to here on that higher low. And you're in the profit. You're in the money. Job done. So at the moment, though, IOTA, I'm not too interested here at this stage. Carver. Yeah, I'm not too much of a fan of that 8 hour, to be honest. Yeah, it's a no for me. It's close but no cigar. It's trying to do the right thing, but it's just not at this stage. Kin's a bit of a cracker, as in, I don't know. I usually use cracker as a positive. It's a bit of a dead dog. Kusama, I can leave. Lena. Daly's got a trend. Just working through the time frames here to see if there's anything that I'm interested in. It can't be the 4. It's too messy up here. If I had a clean pullback, sure. When I look at the 8 now, I can see, okay, yeah, we got a little higher low here. It's a little bit skew-if down here. If I check the 16 to make sure I can trade the 8, yeah, we can see that. But to me right now, it appears that I'm looking very hard here. For me, if it's not clear, it's not there. You'll learn that in the Become a Trader course. I think that's, I harp on about that in that free course. Chainlink, trend, nice. 2. It's not blowing my hair back. I know I've got no hair. But I tell you what, it's a nice high. From this high to this high, it's pretty good. We're convergent. We got higher lows. A pullback. Yeah, you know what? I want to be aware if that were to happen. If that were to occur, I'd want to know. Looping just on these mega pops, nothing to work with. Litecoin, bit of a trend starting to happen here. Let me clear out some of these breakout levels. Check out what that is. Yeah, that's nothing. Again, we go low to high. Otherwise, I would have been interested in something in here, but we do go low to high. Yeah, I'm going to leave Litecoin for now. Luna, not doing any trending. Maps moving again. That's done about a 15 to 1 cents down here, or 12 to 1 or something, but there's nothing that I'm interested in at this stage. Matic has climbed out higher low on the daily to a higher high 4 hour. We can clearly see it. Let's double down on the 8. You can see the trend there. Let's go lower to the 2 and see if there's anything juicy for later on. Not quite, a long way to pull back. I'm going to leave that. I'll come back through and pick that up on another scan. Here is a great trend. Oh, Nelly. That's going to go straight in just because of how great this trend is. Higher low, higher high, little pullback, another high. Great, great cyclicity. Great trend. Have a look at how good it is on the 8 hour as well. Bading, bading, badong. Any pullbacks. I don't care if it's the 8. I don't care if it's the 4. If it fits my rules, it's going to get my attention because that is a damn good trend. And this is what I'm talking about. We're starting to see some really good options start to float in. Meta at a bar, took her home to meet the mother. Sideways. Metal needs to carry through further. Nia needs to carry through further after that break. Neo needs to carry through. OKB is carrying through. But I'm not as interested as I am in some of the others that we have, and we are spoilt with the list so far today. OMG, got to carry through. Ontology, carry through. Orbs, too thin, hence the spike. Oxygen also falling into that too thin category for me for the most part. No trend there either. Gold, schmold, who gives a hoot? If you look at it on the 3-day, I mean, it's pulled back in quite nicely into the cradle zone. I mean, look at that for a little nug. Look, gold's likely to have, you know, volatility. If the war continues, gold will probably go higher. If the war stops, gold will probably pull back. It's one of those asset classes where it, you know, it just does what it does. But it's been, you know, if you have a look at it here, oh, where am I? If you have a look at this chart on the week, I'm not sure they've had it for that long. No, I'm not going to get enough data here, but this is weekly. Look at how long it's been struggling with 2000. Look at between sort of what, 1950 and let's say 1750. It's a $200 range. It's been stuck in there for a good couple of years now. It's starting to move now. It's finally starting to break out of that consolidation. You can see here we've got a bit of a push higher, pulling back in again now. I'm just going to wait and see what goes on. No trade yet. Perp beauty. Good trend. Might look a bit better on the 8, in fact. The 8's calmer. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to pop that in and keep an eye on that over the weekend. And sometimes it's good to do a larger Friday list, like a more in-depth Friday list. Because what it means is that if you throw a bit more into your watch list, and if you're a bit lazy on the weekend, well, you just look through your lists. Because if you're using multiple time frames, and a lot of them are 4 or 8 hours that we're seeing at the moment that would set up, they're going to set up in time. They're going to take a bit of time anyway. Proof burp. I'd like to see that step out a little bit further before I got any interest in that. Punde. No thank you. No trend. Qtum. Is that what we said? QNT. Not yet. Must be next. Nothing there. Ray. Not enough for me to work with. Ray would probably look good on the 8. Long way to pull back though. I'll have to go back and type in QNT for you, Patrick. Is it on the FTX list? QNT perp? I suspect it probably is. I can leave Reef. I can leave Ren being sideways. Look at Rook. It's trying, it's trying, it's trying. As a matter of fact, gee whiz. It looks like it wants to go to the moon. Well, no, that's a ridiculous statement. It looks like it wants to move higher. As far as a trade goes, well, the problem that I've got is that's not a bee's dick break. Why? How big is a bee's dick? I think you'll find it's just rather small. That's more of a, you know, hornet being chased by a huntsman appendage. It's building up into there. I just can't take a breakout with that candle like that. I've looked at it 1,000 times and I just can't do it. It doesn't fit my rules. RSR, no. Rune, a beautiful pullback. Keep coming in, please. Give me a daily option here and I'll be on that. Sand needs to follow through and stop with those silly spikes. Seacoin is pushing its way up, but not enough. The daily's there, but we need to get that 4-hour extending itself out much more betterer. Nothing there on Serum, given the big candle here has made that chart a little bit. Hey, how you doing? Serum. SRM. Oh, yeah, no, it's not that one. Okay. Shit perp. Good trend, pull back. I'd take that. Like it. Daily trends in play as well. See what I mean? Like when you've got good cyclicity, there's no need to get too detailed. You're just looking for good trends and cyclicity, and it's simple. Wait for the pullback. And if you're trading the 4 and the 8 and those sorts of things, then the cradle's going to be your best friend. If you're someone who's got all 3 of the strategies, well, sure, go to the lower time frames. Look for boosters, breakouts. But once you've got trend, you've got options, mate. And you'll see your trading opportunities. They'll come up. There'll be a lot of them. This was a bit of a bugger yesterday. Check this out. I had an order in here to buy around 90. I think it was 96.6. I think is the number I had. Something like that. Didn't get there. Would have been nice if it did, huh? If QNT is on FTX, Patrick, is it QNT perp? I'll have a look at the very end, unless you already know. I will have a look. I don't know. It's not. If it's not on FTX, then I won't be able to have a look at that because this is an FTX scan. Yeah. Anyway, so that booster, it was nice to see the structure was there, and what a shame. And just to give you a quants up here. QNT. It's not called QNT though. Where is it? It's called QTUM. Is that the one? I don't think so. But yeah, you can see like if I got filled there with a stop somewhere like this, I mean that's a big move. That's why the lower time frame little cradle play booster plays are awesome. We just haven't had many because the trends haven't been good, eh?
I'm not sure.
Alexa, shush. I mean, Alexa, stop. She never talks to me all week. I do a scan. She wants to get involved. A little attention seeker. Okay, Solana. We move on. Look. By the way, just on Solana, the trend's there. It's just not. It's just got to sort itself out a little bit more. If it did pull back in, sure. It's a top 10. I'm not going to miss that. I scan my top 10s frequently. Serum having a good bang off recently. Some good days. No cyclicity there to work with though. Nothing on SRN. Storm X needs to extend itself better there. So does Storage. Excuse me. Swipe. No. Stack, sorry. And Sushi need that cyclicity. Need it on Swipe. Theta. Let's have a look at the 2 just quickly. No, it's too congested. Quack, quack, quack. Tomo. No. No trend. True. No trend. Tron. Trending. Bing, 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 bing. We have a winner. If anything, it's going to be the 8, but it's got a long way to come back into here. Yeah, I'm just going to pass, eh? Uni, extending. Very nice. Not as nice as some of the others, though. I love it. I can say, no, I don't want that because there's better options. Oh, what a lovely world. What a lovely place to be right now. Trends in play, not as good as some of the others. Gonna leave it. V-chain. Ooh, can we get something here in the 2? No, but the 4 is still valid. Look at that. Higher, low, higher, high. Give me a pullback. Look at the 8 as well. 8 looks tidy. V-chain, good trend. In list, happy days. Moving on. Waves, pulling back, nothing of interest. NEM, too much going on there. Stellar. Ugh. That little cradle there has gone on to be very nice and profitable. Not a huge profit, but that cradle trade, profit. That again was at 7. Oh, sorry, that wasn't 7. That was 11 o'clock on the same night as... Well, I can't remember what else I was showing you before. Yeah, we've gone through Algo, Patrick. I think it's in the list. So Stellar, I'll pass. Monero needs to do more than what it's doing. XRP sort of stalling. It's moving high, but it's not doing it with much gusto, not much enthusiasm. So no thanks, XRP. One thing I will look at. Sorry, not XRP. No, it is XRP. Okay, I was seeing if there was a level there. There isn't. Nothing there on Tezos. This could be all right. High, low, high, high, pulling back. A bullish candle in there would be convergent on the 4. Will it on the 8? It is. Yeah. Got to keep an eye on that over the next couple of candles in the right spot. Yeah, and I can leave Zcash. Step out a bit better than that, I please would request. The 8 hours going to look here good on Zilica, but it's got a long way to pull back. Keep that in mind for throughout the weekend. ZRX is a goner, sorry. Oh my goodness, look at that pullback, look at that move, give me another, then I will trade you. Beautiful, in the list, beautiful, in the list. Smooth love, the best type of love, nothing there. 1. It's a little bit messy in there. I don't love the mess there. We'll check the 8 to see if it smooths out. Nah, better options. Big list already. Let's not make it too much work. Shiba, nothing there. Mango, Spyco, no thanks you. Nothing on C98. Spell is still sideways. Alice has got to kick like a mule. It's got to do more than that. The 8 hour, either that or pull back. Right now though, it's neither. It's in neither of those two positions. Civic, no. Cello, no. Mana, here it is. There was another break level. Badum, badum, badum. Ba-bing. Not a bad move. Really, really nice. Is there opportunities to trade? I was stalking this yesterday on the 1. Didn't come straight back in, so I went to the 2. Didn't give me what I wanted, but that's okay. Life goes on. And back to our Bitcoin top. Let's have a look at our green list, because look at the bloody list. Bitcoin's got to move on, then a pullback. But we have XRP. Why did I have that in? I don't think I meant to have that in. It must have been from a while ago. Yeah, there's a couple in here that are from another list. That's why. Okay, let's start back with our list of Cardano. The 2 hour right now. That could end up being a trade right there. It could end up being a little beauty right there. Just keep an eye on it. I got Bitcoin in here twice. All right, that's fine. I don't want that one. I want that one. We're moving. Algo, oh, you little snotty-nosed national. Look, the trend's great. It's a great trend. It is. It's beautiful. It's worthy of a trade. It's just got a long way to pull back. Alt perp, beautiful move. I was hopeful to see it pull back a little bit further. It appears that the market is getting a bit of a shot in the arm right now. Bitcoin now up 0.8%. Something's going on. I like the trend. BNT. Good trend, pull back for a cradle, simple stuff. Don't forget, all we scan for on these FTX scans are cradles, because that's the course that we're going to be bringing you, that we've brought the FTX clients before. If you want to know anything else, visit TRADERCOBB.com. All links below in the description will take you where you need to go to get up to speed. CRV, 4 hour bullish candle off there would be good. Dragon, great trend. Where's the opportunity? Well, if it doesn't pull back, we're going to be left waiting. The 8's good, the 4's good, the 2's good. Just need that pullback. Exchange perps, same thing. Give me a pullback into the cradle zone. I'll be all over it. FTT, just waiting for the pullback. Link, give me a pullback into right here, and there could be an opportunity there. Little bullish candle required. Mid perp, it's got to pull back. Perp, got to pull back. Shit perp. Again, come back in. So this list is very much about either later on this evening, for the most part, or over the weekend, because by Jingo, we have got some belter trends. It is pretty stuff. When we look at DeFi money, it's not the 2. I don't like the 2. Too much delay in the pullback. It's the 4 that I do like. The 4's nice and clean. Might get a cradle here or the next one. Keep a close eye on that, because that's probably one of the more likely to occur over the next short while. I really like MVIS, both of them. The cyclicity, the trend, they're both beautiful. And this is a list that is going to be able to teach you, if you haven't learned it already, what I mean by cyclicity, what I mean by good trends. When you get the market moving like this, when you get trends that stick together, it becomes so much easier to make money trading margin on crypto or spot, or however you choose to use the tools that are available out there. So that's our list for this Friday, the 25th of March. It's a hefty one, and there's a lot more out there. Guys, keep your eyes on the charts. Keep peeled for the time being. Go over your rules again. Reread your trading plan. Get yourself in the moment, because we have options, and we're going to have a lot more. We've got trends. Now, I'm speaking from a place of enthusiasm, not from a place of, oh my God, we're going to the moon and, crypto bulls are back and we're in a bull market. No, not at all. 46,000 still not been broken. And there's more that needs to be done. What I am excited about is the fact that we've got some momentum. We've got some follow through, and we've got some great trends. And you have yourself a great Friday afternoon and a great weekend. Thank you very much for being here and your time. I wish you all the best. And if you haven't already, hit the like button. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.